Welcome back, 5th grade mathematicians. I hope everyone's having a great time learning how to multiply this week. Today, I'd like to shift our attention to multiplying fluently to solve word problems. Multiplying fluently to solve word problems. So our I can statement is, I can solve word problems by fluently multiplying up to a 3-digit by 2-digit number using the standard algorithm or area model strategies. So here's the word problem. It says a cow can eat 25 pounds of hay each day. At that rate, how many pounds of hay can a cow eat in 31 days? So the first thing that I want to do is circle the numbers in my word problem. If I'm able, I want to circle them. Then I want to look for clue words in the problem that will let me know what operation to use to solve the problem. So the sentence says a cow can eat 25 pounds of hay each day. At that rate, how many pounds of hay can a cow eat in 31 days? So basically the question is stating that every day for 31 days in a row, the cow is going to eat 25 pounds of hay. So at the end of that 31 days, how many total pounds of hay would the cow have eaten? So the word each lets me know, and the way the word problem is structured lets me know that this is a multiplication word problem. So I want to set this up using the standard algorithm this time. So 25 is the first number that I circled, and 31 is the second number that I circled, because he's going to eat 25 pounds of hay every day for 31 days. So now I'm going to multiply these two numbers. I'm going to use the distributive property. I'm going to distribute the 1 to the 5 first, and 1 times 5 is 5. Now I'm going to distribute the 1 to the 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Now I have to put a 0 placeholder underneath my 5 in the 1's place before I can distribute the 3. So now I'm ready to distribute the 3 because my 0 is there. So 3 times 5 is 15. So the 5 goes in the 10's place. And I'm going to regroup the 1 to the 10's place up top. So the 5 goes in the 10's place down below, and I'm going to regroup the 1 to the 10's place up top. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 more is 7. Now that I have my two partial products, I'm ready to add them together to get the total number of pounds that a cow will eat in 31 days. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. And then 7 plus 0 is 7. So now I'm ready to answer the question, and I should write my answer out in the form of a sentence. So a cow can eat 775 pounds, and I want to write the word pounds, of hay in 31 days. And my sentence should be a restatement of my question. So that is an example of a 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication fact that was embedded in a word problem. So now let's go to a 3-digit by 2-digit example. Our next word problem. A delivery truck travels 278 miles each day. How far does it travel in 55 days? So I want to circle the numbers in my problem first. So my first number is 278, and my second number is 55. Now I want to look for clue words that will let me know which operation to use, and I want to underline those. So the first clue word that I see is the word each. Okay, whenever I see the word each, that is a clue word that will symbolize or signal that the mathematician should use multiplication to solve the problem. So I need to know, how far does this delivery truck travel in 55 days if it travels 278 miles each day? So for this example, I'm actually going to set up an area model. And if you'll recall from our last video, being that this is a 3-digit by 2-digit problem, I need 3 boxes or three boxes going across. Well, 2 rows going across and 2 rows going down. So this will be set up like this. And I'm going to draw my line as close to the middle as I can possibly get. And now I need to make 6 boxes. So that's 2, 4, 6. The next thing that I need to do is decompose my 2 numbers using place value. So in 278, there's 200, then there's 70, and then there's 8. And then for 55, there's 50 in the tens, and there's 5 in the ones. Now I'm ready to set up my equations using the distributive property. So my first equation is 200 times 50. My second equation, when I distribute to the tens place, is 50 times 70. And when I distribute to the ones place, my equation is 50 times 8. Now I'm ready to distribute my second number, which is the 5. So my first equation for the 5 is 200 times 5 in the hundreds place. And in the tens place, it's 70 times 5. And in the ones place is 8 times 5. Now I'm ready to solve for all of my partial products. So with 200 times 50, 2 times 5 is 10. And then I'm going to count the zeros. 1, 2, 3. Put my comma. Now with 50 times 70, I want to use the tricks of 0 again. So I'm going to multiply the 5 times the 7 and get 35. And then I count my zeros. There's 1, 2. And then I add my comma. Then with 50 times 8, I'm going to use the tricks of 0 again. 5 times 8 is 40. And then I have 1 0 that I'm going to add after that 40 to get 400. So now I'm ready to go to the second row. 200 times 5. Again, 2 times 5 is 10. And I count my zeros and see that there's 2. So I'm going to add those and place my comma. 70 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. And I have 1 0, so I'm going to add that. And then 8 times 5 is 40. So now I'm going to go ahead and circle all of my partial products, so I know what they are. Because using the area model, things can get kind of messy, and you don't want them to get messy. You want them to be as neat as you possibly can make them. Now I'm ready to line my numbers up in place value, and I see I have a 5-digit number, so 10,000 is first. Now, do I have any more 5-digit numbers? No, but I have a 4-digit number, 3,500, so I put that second. There, I have another 4-digit number, 1,000, so I will put that one down third. And do I have any more 4-digit numbers? No. So I'm going to check off 10,000. I'm going to check off 3,500, and I'm going to put a check by 1,000. So now 3-digit numbers, I have 2. The first one I'm going to put down is 400, and then put a check beside it. And then 350, and I'll put a check there as well. And then I have 1 2-digit number, which is 40, so I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to place another check. Now, the next thing that's very important, it's extremely important. You have to make sure that your numbers are lined up in place value. So all of the ones are in the ones place, all of the tens are in the tens place, the hundreds are in the hundreds place, the thousands are in the thousands place, and the 10,000s are in the 10,000s place. So now I'm ready to add. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is a 0 in the ones place. 5 plus 4 is 9 in the tens place. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 more is 12 for the hundreds place. So the 2 goes down low in the hundreds place, and the 1 is regrouped to the top of the thousands place. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 1 more is 5. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So my final product is 15,290. Now, I'm going to erase and write out the statement that answers my question. My question was, a delivery truck travels 278 miles each day. How far does it travel in 55 days? So I want to say a delivery truck, and I want to use keywords from the question. So it was travel, but I'm going to turn it to travels. Now I'm going to insert my answer, 15,290. 15,290 what? Miles. When? In 55 days. As you can see, I'm taking words straight from the question to write my response. So if you have any questions whatsoever about how to solve multiplication word problems using the standard algorithm model or the area model, please send me a message in the chat. For now, you have a check for understanding in Seesaw where you will solve 2 word problems using multiplication strategies. You can use either the standard algorithm strategy or the area model strategy, but please make sure that you show your work and that you give me a sentence as your final answer after you do all of your multiplication work. If you have any questions, again, I am available in the chat. It was great sharing this lesson with you, 5th grade mathematicians. I'll see you in class. Have a great day.